I'll be really quick. About 15 years ago, my pastor, Pastor Austin Gardner, I guess he's had this vision a long time, but he wants to reach the world in our generation. And so God moved in his heart to come back from Peru, South America, to come here, and some people they caught the vision. Mark Coffey was with them, Trent was with them, and they were able to start a church about 14 years ago this January. They started a church, and they started the training center where they were going to train young men. Since that time, we have started a mission board, and the blessing is that the Lord has sent out over 65 families. We've got 65 families in the next slide, if you could follow along. And there's 245 family members and representing 25 different countries, because we really want to reach the world in our generation. We want to reach the world, the lost world, because we believe we have a need. There was a needful thing for us. And so I was able just to be grafted in. I wasn't a part of the original group, but Trent Cornwell and Brother Mark and Hefe came back here to start a place where we can train young men and train missionaries. Well, the Lord has given us an opportunity with 69 acres where we'll be training men, where they can be around veteran missionaries, where they can learn the ropes, they can know how to talk to God, learn how to preach, learn how to soul win, learn how to disciple. And our goal is to set up a center for world evangelism. We want to train the next generation to take the gospel around the world, because we really believe we can reach the world in our generation. And so right now we're raising some funds. We've been able to raise about $615,000, $620,000 right now, and we still have a little bit more left. And so we're asking and praying to see people that could partner with us. Can I tell you, it's been miraculous what God's been doing. This was just it's been a dream a long time ago, but we started to put it in action just this last year. And man, God has provided the property. We were trying to rezone the property during COVID. And one of the guys at Cherokee County, he actually called me up and he said, "Hey, can you tell me how you got this? Can you tell me how you got a community input meeting?" He's like, "No one else can get a community input meeting." But the Lord has just blessed us, and his hand has been on it. And so we praise the God for what he's been doing. And we thank for churches that help support us. Thank you for sending church members and missionaries out there. We thank you, Whitfield Baptist Church. And we just say thank you, we love you, and ask that you be a part of it. God bless you.
Thank you, Brother Canfield. Isn't that a blessing? I want to start something, and I talked to the deacons about this several months ago, and we hadn't done anything because we just hadn't really had the burden. I want us to do something in memory of Brother Gary Ledford. You raised so much money, you can name a class after. And he was precious to me. He was a blessing. He was a dear friend. He's part of my family. And Stephen really has a burden for this, that whatever we do it for the furtherance of the gospel, but that we do it in memory of Brother Gary Ledford, because I think it'd be a great honor to name a class after him. Now, you got to have about $10,000 or something. I don't know what it is, maybe $50,000, I don't know what it is. We'll get it, but we'll get something, amen. And some of y'all, it's $1 million. We'll never have a class after Brother Gary, amen. But we'll try. No, we might have a chair that stays up, by the way, amen. I had a chair collapse on me during the funeral. I think it's time for me to go on a diet. But would y'all be interested in doing that? We're just going to start it tonight. Some of you that's not a member of the church, you want to drop in $1,000 or $2,000 in that box, or $10 or $15 or $5. You just put it in there and put, World Evangelism Training Center, or Center for World Evangelism, CFWE or whatever. Just do it. We'll know what it's for. But I'd like our church to raise some money, and I'm going to tell you this: we got some extra money in missions. And I'd like to give some out of that mission fund, because you gave faith promise, and it's for missions. Amen, Brother Darrell? Come on now. And I need some of you men to head it up, and I'll try, but I want us to raise a good offering, okay? And that's why God laid Brother Austin on my heart to have him preach. Not because he almost died and came back to life, and I didn't know he went through all that trauma. God help him. And I hope he never goes through it again. But I want to tell you something. That message touched my heart. And what he went through for those 30 days, and he's still going through some of it, touched my heart. But, I'm not going to be here much longer, and neither are you. So what we do for Christ is the only thing that lasts. Amen.